So we are just about ready for the start of the second half. Leeds just ahead here against the Wigan Warriors by 14 points to 12 in this Betfred Super League Friday. And just before the teams emerged, Oliver Gildart came out on his own, and it looked like it was some sort of a fitness check, I wouldn't say fitness test, after the incident that has seen Brett Ferris sin bin at the end of that first half. By the looks of things here, out he comes, and he's obviously not running terribly well, but he's going to carry on, he's going to continue on, and he's in a lot of pain, I think.
He'll do well.
And he just doesn't look right. I think he just said to the trainer, I'm not good, I'm not good. So we wait and see. At the moment, Wigan are preparing to get the second half in motion. Only 8 of their grand final 17 is on duty here tonight. Oliver Gildart scored a try at Old Trafford last October, and he might not last the full 80 here. Escaré gets us underway then, and it's a question now of can Wigan make Leeds pay at the start of this second half, because we reckon that Brett Ferris has got 8 or 9 minutes to serve in the sin bin still.
Well, Leeds will be looking for a big start, and as soon as that ball was kicked, Gildart's looked to the sideline, shaking his head yet again, saying, I'm not right here.
He clearly doesn't want to play, does he? No. He doesn't feel fit. I've no doubt he'll be shook up. He's got some painkiller tablets. He's going to hope they're going to work very quickly.
Cuthbertson takes the ball forward for Leeds. They've given the thumbs up to the other sideline. It's Steve Blakely, isn't it, who's on the field attending to Oliver Gildart. He gave him whatever he gave him and gave the signal to Sean Wayne. He's okay to carry on. Well, he is for the time being, that's for sure. But here is Maguire now with a kick down the middle. It's picked up by Tom Davis.
They're trying to be physical here now, the Rhinos, knowing that they're one man down. Have to work really hard. Danny Maguire asking his teammates to get really tight, challenge Wigan down the right end of the field.
That's for Scythe. He goes down, tackle number 2, Liam Forsyth. He's been out on dual registration this year. That's Liam Forsyth.
Well, Wigan looking to play early in that set, shifting it to the side where Oliver Gildart is, who's telling him to go back on the other side. And that's it, I think Oliver Gildart's done. He's leaving the field now.
Yes, he is. He's on his way out as we see this kick just trickle its way over the sideline. So Gildart is leaving the field by the looks of things. Let's get latest news. Bill?
Yeah, the idea was see if he could run off the back spasm that he's been suffering since he came off. But he's actually just walking past me now and in pain, obviously, and the Wigan medical team having a look at him as a result of that tackle, which caused a great deal of anger, I have to say, in the Wigan camp. And I think that was evident as the players left the field at half-time. Gregson, though, Nick Gregson has come on. There was almost a point at the start of that second half where Wigan had 14 players on the field, because Gregson went out there thinking that he was immediately required. Then they decided to give Gildart a few minutes to see whether he could run it off. He obviously can't. He's got a problem with his back, so he's been replaced.
And Oliver Gildart only just back from 4 out injured as well. I don't think Sean Wayne will be too impressed with that. 26-10 Castleford lead at the Menderhose Jungle.
Eddie, Bill used the word anger. That can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's an intensity in the Wigan Warriors. We've already seen that in the opening couple of minutes. They need to play smart as well as aggressive and assertive.
High kick. Oh, that was well claimed, that was by Liam Marshall. But the chase is good from Leeds.
Well, he cut that down straight away, didn't he, Liam Marshall, knowing that the ball bounced early on in the first half, wasn't taking any chances. And with Oliver Gildart going out off the field, Willie Ice has moved into the centre position on the left. Here he is carrying the ball forward. Good to see Nick Gregson back from injury for Wigan. Came back into the Wigan side last week, a player with great potential.
This This is Forsyth again. Now it's Luluai. And Navarrete to his feet, plays the ball to Powell. Luluai again, dabbing the ball towards the corner, but this will run dead in goal, so 7 tackles coming up for the Rhinos from the tap on the 20.
Very important to Wigan is Thomas Luluai. He's obviously an asset, whether he's running the ball, passing the ball, kicking the ball. That wasn't a great kick from him. But I think the thing that shades him above his peers is his defence. He's got a good work ethic and can whack them and all when they run at him.
Well, Rugby League is 122 years old, and the forward pass is called by Ben Thaler. Super League is 21 years old this week. Definite forward pass from Parcell. He did a 360-degree turn until he found out that Cuthbert's up. These two sides have been great rivals for all of that time. Countless finals, rivals for lofty league finishes, winning more trophies than any of the other clubs, these two. And every time they meet, there is no quarter asked, none given. From that forward pass, Wigan in possession.
Callum Watkins seems to be getting more and more involved in this game, whether it be coming tight to the play, the ball in, or in defence. That's a strong carry from Talima Tautai, isn't it?
Lifted Jamie Jones Buchanan off his feet, put him on his backside, but JJB back for another challenge on Tautai. This is Luluai. Quick hands.
It's a nice play. They do out to Joel Tompkins, then back into the fullback. They scored off it a couple of weeks ago, not on that time.
Going down the wing this time. And that's Forsyth again. At 8 metres away from the line, Wigan. This now is Luluai. Here is Ryan Sutton. Long pass from him to George Williams. What a pass out wide from Williams to Marshall. Oh, Marshall, well, he went for the $64,000 play there, and it just didn't quite come off for him. I don't think Sean Wayne will be angry because he likes his young players to try anything.
I like to see young lads that'll back himself. Not sure whether that was the play, but the ball from George Williams, if Liam Marshall was in full flight, that could have been a try, that. But yet, back yourself, you had to just readjust, get that ball, and there's just too much on that kick, isn't there?
Two youngsters do well to bring Kinehorse down. Jones Buchanan again into the chest of Navarrete. There's 3 there. Finished off he was by Davis. Here is Ash Golding. Parcell again. Let's look back or square then, the Wigan defenders.
Well, that's the danger. All the attack has gone in the same channel from the Rhinos.
This is difficult. He made it look easy, Morgan Escaré.
Good take. We had a question mark over some of his decisions in the first half.
Danny Maguire spotted a knock on there, Terry, as well.
Yeah, he lost that ball, and as soon as he hit the Leeds defender, he goes to ground. He's lucky to get away with that, Morgan Escaré.
Discipline, boys. Wait here, lads. No. Go.
Not picked up.
Surrender! Stand up. 3, play
Willie Isa plays it. Tautai takes it forward.
Shown up well.
This is a good set defensively from Leeds.
Back with me, Jimmy, and wait. Go.
Powell to Sutton to Luluai. Here's Tompkins. Goes further wide again and finds Forsyth, but then the Leeds defenders find him also. Kinehorse quickly in. Luluai, that was scuffed off the Leeds player. Cuthbertson has it, then gets the offload away to Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall then in turn finds Tom Briscoe. Briscoe, 27 now, his birthday celebrated last week, plays the ball to Watkins. 40 metres out, Watkins running laterally, waits for the runner that was Kinehorse. Luluai asks for a forward pass, non-forthcoming. Quick play the ball from Parcell, he's not standing square, it's Forsyth.
It's the speed of Parcell, isn't it? Any quick play of the ball, he'll get off from dummy half. You've got electric pace, you can see that Forsyth can't get in front of Jimmy Kinehorse. And the temptation's just too much for the youngster.
Well, you talk about quick play the balls. I think Leeds last week, they brought Rob Burrow on with about 25 minutes left of the match. You just see him now, he's up and out to the dugout, starting to warm up. Maybe he'll come on to replace Matt Parcell, and as this game opens up, You'll expect to see Burrow scooting out of that position. Penalty on this occasion, and Leeds look again like they're going to kick for 2 more points.
Yes, they've said to the referee they're going for the 2, and that's understandable because it'll wind the clock further down. They'll be up to 13 once this kick is taken.
We talked about match winners in the first half, and Rob Burrow can come on and change any game. And it's been a feature for me when Leeds players have been skirting, flirting across the line. Players have put themselves forward. It was Jimmy Kynehorst who steamed onto that ball. I think he linked up with Callum Watkins and Brian McDermott and his coaching staff. Again, I'm going to say it, 2 points. I don't think there'll be more than 2-4 points at the end of this game's difference. The main player, the main difference, and I think the winning and losing of this game is in the hands of George Williams.
Well, Brett Ferris has returned to the fray as we watch Ash Golding line up this penalty attempt. This to give them a 4-point lead. Good kicker, isn't he? Ashton Golding, very good kicker. The number 1 for Leeds, Zach Hardacre, now at Castleford, and he has taken over the jersey.
Got some good young players, haven't we, in the British Super League. They've been very impressed with him. He burst onto the scene a couple of years ago, Ash Golding. Really come of age in 2017.
Okay, it's 16-12 and Escaré restarts. Hall is underneath the kickoff. Here's Mitch Garbutt on the run. That 2015 Grand Final, you may remember that Leeds won to secure the treble that year. Magnificent season they had. It was their first ever win against Wigan in a major final, but they have won 5 in a row on this ground against the Wigan Warriors and looking for 6 in a row. Castleford doing what they've done all season, scoring points for fun, 36-10. You'll be able to enjoy the highlights at full time on the website, skysports.com/rugby league. Well worth watching Castleford, and they will be next week when they play Wigan. Moving off the mark is Delaney. He's consistent. Ben Thaler.
I was going to say that. Both sides have been awarded penalties for moving off the mark. You can see Sam Powell gets underneath Brett Delaney.
He realised the mistake he was making, Stuart, and he went to go back and play it off the mark, but
from the referee's point of view, he's actually caused the problem by taking out the marker, by lifting the marker off the ground.
What about the length on that kick from that penalty?
So here is Luluai. Now it's with Ryan Sutton. Ryan Sutton, 21 years of age. Powell, Tautai. 4 white jerseys move in and bring him down. Powell again. Wigan looking for the try that would level the scores. Tompkins seeking it.
Well, all eyes are beyond George Williams, who's just placed his hands in the air. He wants control here.
This is Luluai. Here is Williams. Looks like nothing on, but there has twice before tonight when Williams has had the ball in his hand, and here he goes again. And he gets the ball away to Willie Isa. And Willie Isa is just held up by that scrambling Leeds defence. And a chance here, a possibility for Gregson. The referee is going to allow Phil Bentham to have a look at this.
Tackle 4, I have a try.
They've got a try on the field from Nick Gregson. He's come on for the injured Oliver Gildart. Is the ball grounded on the line, or is it just before? Phil Bentham's decision. Stuart Cummings will take you through it.
Well, a lot of players in the way for Ben Thaler to make his judgment. He's certainly short there. It ends up over the line. I think that's a double movement. I don't think his momentum takes it over. It's a second movement. The ball's down around his stomach when he hits the ground. The ball carrying arm on the ground itself, and he promotes the ball forward. So I think that this may well be chalked off for a double movement.
It's not a bounce, it's not a pull by Ash Golding either, no?
No, it's definitely a second movement, that one.
It's a legitimate pull from Ash Golding. He's done incredibly well to deny the talented Nick Gregson from the 5th try of this compelling game.
It's a huge call, this, for Phil Bentham. He's got to find compelling reasons not to give this.
Full speed, it looks like a try.
It does.
It looks like a try to the referee. If we want to empower referees at all levels of the game, you've got to back the decisions.
And it's been sent upstairs as a try, Stuart.
It has, and he's looked at it in at normal speed.
So what's the decision from Phil Bentham? No tries disallowed.
Well, the temptation was too much for the youngster, wasn't it? He spins out the tackle from Brett Delaney, sees the white line, he just tries to promote the ball with that second effort.
I think he gets it if Ash Golding doesn't make a play, doesn't try and clamp that ball down.
So Leeds get the escape. Nick Gregson, who made his debut as a substitute in the home win against Leeds March of last year, 28-6 victory, thought then he had put Leeds, Wigan back in the match. Castleford 42-10 now against the Huddersfield Giants. Another troubling season for the Huddersfield club, but Castleford really have been a breath of fresh air this year. Looking forward to seeing them next Thursday at the DW against Wigan.
You know, most coaches use subs in a similar way. They rotate them all, the big forwards. Leeds do it differently. In some ways, I admire Brian McDermott for trying to be different to the rest. He's brought Liam Sutcliffe, and he will, I think, surely bring Rob Burrows shortly. He gives them both less than half an hour and sees if they can make a difference.
Callum Watkins might make a difference. He's got speed to burn. He has Briscoe outside him. The hanging off him. And Callum Watkins scores a sensational try. They allowed Callum Watkins to get up ahead of steam. He had too much pace for them, and there was the worry the ball would go out to Briscoe on the wing. So the fullback couldn't commit, and Callum Watkins knew that, and he scooted over in the corner for the try. And a big smile on the face of Callum Watkins, celebrating his 200th Leeds appearance, his 44th consecutive, with a truly memorable try.
Well, isn't that the sign of a good side? They hold up Nick Gregson, he tries to promote the ball, it's a penalty to Leeds. Leeds shift the ball and they let the ball do all the hard work. The long pass out wide to Callum Watkins. Again, look at that, there's 4 players chasing him down, but he just backs himself to get into the corner. Look at the speed, look at the awareness, he's looking at who's coming on the inside, steps off his right foot and just slides over. He's a brilliant player.
Well, all the different elements of this try are impressive. Matt Parcell jumps out. He decides to give it to his standoff Danny Maguire, who can see Callum Watkins in space. He gives him an early ball, and from that point on, the gas, the speed, the precision, and the ruthless edge of this right edge from Leeds Rhinos produces a try.
Well, 200 games for Callum Watkins and an impressive strike rate. That's his 113th try in those 200 games. Well, they have an 8-point lead. Can Ash Golding increase it with this conversion attempt? Probably the most difficult he's faced tonight, and he's got a 100% success rate. He hasn't any longer. 8 points. It's still within Wigan's territory, but what a try from Watkins.
You know, before the game, I had to interview Callum Watkins, and I said, if Wayne Bennett, the England coach, tunes in to watch this match, what do you want to do personally tonight to impress him? And he said, I need to get involved a bit more with the action. I need to carry the ball. I need to make sure I have some defence. And I'll tell you what, it wouldn't do too bad if I score some tries. But he's certainly done everything he can to possibly, in World Cup year, get himself in position in that England squad.
Back comes Cuthbertson. No, it isn't. It's Garbutt, I beg your pardon. Back comes Garbutt. Catalan Wakefield tomorrow, 4:55 on Sky Sports 3, the third match from the Betfred Super League live on Sky this weekend. Easter's not too far away either. We have a host of great live games for you across the Easter holiday. This is the Rugby League channel.
Nice and simple there from Leeds Rhinos. And the senior players and Danny Maguire becoming more and more influential around the ruck area.
Parcell with a measured kick, but out on the fall. Just got it slightly wrong, didn't Matt Parcell?
Yeah, it's a poor kick when he jumps out from dummy half. Doesn't get his radar right.
On the last tackle, it's the turnover. It's a big plus for Wigan, this.
Well, they don't have to work the ball back. As soon as they get this ball, they'll be just around the halfway line. Leeds Rhinos just push them back a couple of metres.
Wait, guys, go.
Powell to Sutton. Carl Ablett stands his ground.
Ready, hold it, 2, wait. Go, 2.
Ben Flower now.
3, move! Yeah, Cal, ready? 3.
Ferris and Garbutt doing the job. It's Williams. Williams gets it wide, and too wide.
We saw the youngster, didn't he? Out here on the left, Liam Marshall. And he skips across, he gets to Callum Watkins. He just tries to set him free, but the pass wasn't a good one for George Williams.
No, it just dipped, didn't it? It dipped, and I don't think Marshall was just in the right place at the right time.
Sometimes, Eddie, when a ball crosses the face of a couple of players, they're almost looking at each other, and if Willie Isa doesn't catch it, it's mine. But sometimes that decision is made, and it's a little bit too late. Goes down too low for Liam Marshall. I dare say he was expecting Willie Isa to catch it.
Ryan Hall then for the Rhinos goes down, tackle number 2. Here goes Kinehorst again. Good tackle by Luluai. Burrow, Garbutt. Powell stands his ground, Sam Powell. He's done a magnificent job in the place of Mickey McAlorum for Wigan over the past 12 months. Here is Moon. Now it's Watkins again. This time Wigan get to him. Willie Isa and George Williams knew that the danger was there. Maguire, that's a nice kick. Almost Liam Sutcliffe touches down, and the referee rightly says it was a knock-on.
It was a decent kick, wasn't it? Look at that, Maguire straight at the line. Unfortunately, just can't take it in, Liam Sutcliffe, can he? Try line beckoning. Some real speed in that last set of 6 for the Rhinos. Whether it be Callum Watkins or whether it be Joe Moon just hiding himself, positioning himself out of the eye line of the defensive line.
Only 8 points, the difference. And over a quarter of this match remaining. It's still there to be won. Sutton to his feet, plays the ball to Powell. Powell then gets it away down the right-hand side. Tompkins, it's a little loose. It's a little loose. Liam Sutcliffe has knocked it on. That's a good job for Wigan. He did. Had Sutcliffe picked that up, that was try time.
Well, Wigan have got 8 points in them, but they need to make sure that if they do offload the ball in collision, it goes into the teammate's hand. Just 40 metres from the line. They can't come up with passes like that. They've got the players to try and break down the Leeds Rhinos defence, but the way that they've started this second half, been very good defensively. Answered all the questions. Wigan keep throwing a lot of numbers at them, but they keep on coming up with those safe tackles.
Wigan trailing here. They haven't lost an away game since last August, when they lost at Castleford in the Super 8s, August the 12th.
Wait! Go!
They've got a bit of work to do to rescue this. Flower takes it forward on tackle number 3.
Another good initial hit from the front rowers, Garbutt and Cuthbertson.
Tautai again finds Clubb. That's a great offload from Clubb, and it was very well taken in by Tommy Luluai. Powell and Escaré with a kick, but straight to Ryan Hall.
Poor kick, Eddie, on the 4th play. Ryan Sutton gets a decent offload away, and then they choose to kick on the 4th tackle, but it was straight into the hands of Ryan Hall. He didn't really have to move.
One of the most dangerous players to give that sort of opportunity to. You could see where Escaré was coming from. Here goes Burrow.
That's the last person you want to see on the field when you're starting to get a bit tired. There's 20 minutes to go in this game. Rob Burrow.
Yes, he seems to have been around forever, doesn't he? His 414th Super League appearance. 6th alone now on the all-time Super League appearance charts. Rob Burrow, what a servant. Only Sinfield has played more for Leeds, and he won't be playing any more of those. Maguire with a high kick. Escaré has to come for this. He's pretty safe under the high ball, though, this season, is Morgan Escaré. He gets away from his opposite number, and then he feeds young Davis.
I'm really impressed with Davis and Forsyth, the 2 youngsters. There's Forsyth. A lot of the senior players with Wigan just throwing the ball out to that right side of the pitch. They've got confidence in the young lads.
Willie Isa. And he goes down. Powell waits. Goes down the right-hand side. Frank Paul's back on. Frank Paul Nuasala. Great offload. Powell. Hunted down, though, by Joel Moon. That's good defence from Moon. It's Luluai now. Here is Tauta. Ablett was bumped off. Oh, great offload. George Williams. Now then, he's on his own as Williams. It's Williams against Leeds, and he gets the ball away. It was a bit of a panic pass, and Ablett says thanks.
Yeah, it was a blind offload, wasn't it? What about the footwork and the leg drag from Tauta when he goes into that contact? Offloads the ball to George Williams. There was a physical hit from Willie Isa on Ash Golding.
He's been really good tonight, Talima Tautai. He gave the tip on pass to Tony Clubb that ended up making the break, but it was a wild offload from George Williams. Here's the offload. Flung it back, Carl Ablett collects it, and there's a penalty for offside for Wigan now. They look to me, Wigan, that they want to offload the ball. They want to ask some questions of this Leeds defence to see whether they've got enough energy.
It's the first game I've been to this season where it's got a feeling of summer rugby. The weather's great, the pitch is in fantastic condition. Both teams want to promote the ball here. We've got a fantastic finale to this match.
First time you've not worn gloves either, Phil, in 2017.
True.
This is Jamie Jones-Buchanan. So summer's arrived. 46-60 at Castleford over Huddersfield. Latest score there. Here, it's still in the melting pot, this match. Leeds score next. You think they go on and win it? Wigan score next. Heaven only knows. Mullally and Moon attacking the line. Drops the pass off. Kleinhorst. Important tackle that from Luluai. Helped out by young Forsyth. Now, Moon again. Gets the ball away to Maguire. Maguire gives it then to Golding. Ash Golding helps it on then to Joel Moon. Moon finds Ferris. Ferris with the kick. Poor kick from him now. Here is Liam Marshall meanwhile.
Well, that's both sides. Not finished this set off well in the last few minutes as Morgan Escray goes from a scoop from dummy half, gets rid of Jamie Jones-Buchanan.
Good run from the French fullback.
Well, you just want a lot of energy, don't you? I mean, the lads who've got speed, when they come into the middle of the park, you want them to cause problems, disrupt the defence.
As we get to this late stage of the match, does the youth that Wigan have, this will help with the penalties, does the youth that Wigan have give them the edge?
We talked about this before the kick-off, didn't we, Eddie? You always felt like Briscoe, Hall, Kinehorst to a certain extent, but definitely Callum Watkins were under pressure because of the players with no names, no reputations facing them. So yeah, the players with lots of energy, everything to win and nothing to lose, they look like they're coming to the fore.
And it's not about the fitness or anything, it's about the way that they play and no fear.
Mistake by Wigan.
No, I think the most important thing here now is the team that has the ball in the last 16 minutes. The one with the most possession are probably going to go on and win this. That's a terrible element at the start of the set, wasn't it, for Joel Tompkins? Unusual for him.
There were fingertips on it though from Carl Ablett. Maybe the escape. Stern of face. Sean Wayne knows his men face a testing last quarter of an hour and they're 8 points down.
He also knows his men are still in this game. In the second half, it feels to me like they're trying to offload the ball at every opportunity, Wigan.
Callum Watkins again. Good offload. Here is Moon, and he gets it away too to Briscoe, who drops it. It is picked up here, and there is a chance for Marshall, and Marshall's quick, and Marshall is in for the try.
I think his teammate would have liked him to go a bit closer to the goalpost. This is awarded.
It is awarded. Liam Marshall. 6th try of the season. He's been on the wing for the last 4. This is only his 5th game in the first team. 4 tries, remember, on his debut against Warrington in the big win. And Liam Marshall has breathed life into the Wigan challenge.
Well, I said that Wigan were throwing the ball and offloading it. Leeds have probably caught that disease. They've passed the ball sloppily at loose level. That's a quality finish from the young winger Liam Marshall. 4 tries again he got against Warrington. There were none that were as easy as that one. Tom Briscoe loses the ball. The ball is on the floor and picked up. And 45 metres, the young winger races in for a try.
Well, he could have got maybe closer to the post, but Morgan Escray, can he add the extras here? Yes, he can. And Wigan are back within 2. And we have 14 minutes left, and it could be very intriguing.
Mate, there was a nervous Liam Marshall as well, didn't he do ever so well? The Wigan fans will celebrate that. probably could have got another 10 metres closer to the sticks, but Morgan Escarate knocks that ball over.
Cool as a French cucumber.
Yeah, just a 2-point ball game now.
Did they come from France? Did they grow them in France?
I don't know.
Come on, Barry, you'll know
I
this.
don't know.
Go back to your O-level geography.
I'm wondering whether an English one is less cool than a French one.
Well, he looked really
I thought they
cool.
were all the same temperature.
Well, the cool, that's for sure, and Escarate most certainly was cool. To stroke that ball over the top of the bar. Now then, 2 points in it. What a finish we've got here at Headingley. Powell for Wigan. Big Frank Paul. Down he goes. Kinehorst and Jones Buchanan. Powell off the ground finds Clubb. Clubb puffs out the cheeks. Can't get through those three though. Down he goes. And Powell at the play the ball to Luluai. Frank Paul again up the middle uncompromisingly. Halted by Mullally and Jones Buchanan. Last tackle for Wigan. Escarate high into the night air in West Yorkshire. Williams is after this. Golding claimed it and did well to get away from Williams first up. But Nick Gregson was there.
Did well to get away from Williams, but he did well to take it. That ball was swirling everywhere in the earth. Any mistake near his own line knew that could have led to the field position for the try.
Burrow. So busy all the time. Burrow gets it away to Golding.
He's busy and he's strong, Eddie. I've said a few times, pound for pound, Rob Burrow would be the strongest person in Super League. He just evades that tackle, rides it, and gets the ball away, and he's able to do his job now.
Ablett in centre field for Leeds. Thought about the pass to Sutcliffe. Decided in the end to take the tackle. It is the 5th, so last one here. Maguire's waiting. Oh, they have a penalty. They have a penalty. And Nuasala's not happy about something. But Ablett will have the last left because Ben Thaler's blown the whistle and has given Leeds the penalty.
Yeah, well, they're going for 2 points here. Frank Paul still trying to get in there close to Carl Ablett.
He's angry, Frank Paul.
Well, the man who went in the middle of them to split it up was Rob Burrow.
Pound for pound, the strongest man in the game, Rob Burrow. There's the facial, there's the forearm.
Well, there's a facial from Carl Ablett first. That's why Frank Paul Nuasala reacted like that. And he thought that he was going to get the penalty straight away.
And I think Ablett was just having a smile at him, or a big laugh in his face.
So then we've got to dig. All right,
so I think we're seeing an instruction from somebody else there.
Well, I think the video referee will be clearing up
let's give it a penalty.
He's given the penalty Leeds way. Frank Paul Nuasala. Next time Ablett gets the ball, it'll be interesting.
Well, he's gone back and said that you've got to clear the ruck. That's what the penalty's awarded for. They don't go for 2 points. They've gone to kick the ball off. Penalty.
Now then, will Ablett take this in? And where is Frank Paul Nuasala? It's Jones Buchanan. Frank Paul goes back in the defensive line. Cuthbertson is there for Burrow to find. He then gives it to Ferris forward. And Frank Paul has another word with another Leeds player in the ear. The big Kiwi, Frank Paul Nuasala, is not impressed at the moment.
Oh, they're trying to rattle Leeds now, aren't they, verbally and physically.
Look at Frank Paul looking at Ablett. No love lost there.
You calm down, play the game.
In the front row.
Okay, let's find.
2 big
Wait
games
there,
next
please.
week. Been mentioning it all night. Wigan and Castleford. 7:30
Okay,
Sky
okay.
Sports 2 next Thursday. Classic in the making. Not bad either on Friday.
Calm it down.
Warrington Leeds. 7:30 on 2 again.
In we go.
Great
10
games
metres, stay there.
in the week
Exit.
before
Stop.
the Easter programme, and
Out.
they keep
Back on.
on
Get away,
coming
you
at
two.
you over Easter. This hasn't been bad, has it?
Movement.
As a first course for what's to come.
Always good games, Eddie. Leeds versus Wigan. Frank
Frank Paul saw Carl coming.
Well, he had him in his eye, didn't he? Carl Ablett has shot the line. He spotted who was going to get the ball. And he knew that he had teammates so close either side.
He was looking straight at him as well.
Kinehorst and Ferris are right next to him. And you can see as soon as he goes to catch that ball, he spots Ablett. And he had to react straight away.
I don't think Frank Paul Nuasala is scared of Carl Adler. I think he just wants to get the first thing out of the way, which is catch the ball and run over the top of Carl Adler. But unfortunately, you can't run over the top until you catch the ball.
Well, this is bubbling. It's bubbling, this.
Jamie, get in the scrum. Come on. Get in we go. Bind. Okay, now.
Right, here we go. And it's Jones Buchanan from the base of the scrum. Frank Paul Nuasala reached out and pulled him down.
It's a big set of six this now for Wigan.
Huge for both sides. Ferris takes it forward, 13 metres away. Burrow is the dummy half. Finds Danny Maguire. Maguire then will give it to Cuthbertson. And Wigan muscle up in defence. That's 3 of the 6 dealt with. Burrow, the dummy half, will run away and then find Maguire. Here is Ablett. Back to Maguire though. Or did Maguire just keep hold of it? Burrow once again. It's with Cuthbertson. He's cut down by bodies everywhere. Burrow, they go to the left. It's Joel Moon. Cuthbertson pushed it down, it went backwards. Here is Liam Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe with the kick. Oh, the ball has come to... Oh, it came to Watkins. Did it come off Watkins' knees?
Yeah, I think that's a knock on that. The referee, Ben Thaler, he agrees with it. It's a lovely little kick from Liam Sutcliffe. And a collision prevents the Wigan player from picking the ball up, and Callum Watkins... Oh...
I don't think that touched his hands, you know.
Well, it probably didn't touch his hands, but I think there's a tackle off the ball there before the ball got to him, so Wigan being in possession is probably the right result.
So it possibly would have been turned down with reference up to Phil Bentham anyway.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Do you know, Willie Ice has turned up for some real tough carries in this game.
Here we go.
He won't back down, Carl Adler. He's not the best and most aggressive player in the game, but what he is he's stubborn, and he'll keep going, and that's a great duel. Loving it, Eddie, loving it.
I thought you might. Luluai goes wide. Forsyth hacks the ball downfield. Ash Golding did well. Oh, and a great chase by Morgan Escaray.
Yeah, it's good play from Morgan Escaray. Call for that ball in from the youngster Forsyth.
Here's Briscoe now for Leeds.
Stand up. Go.
We play the balls at the order of the day to the Rhinos, and they've caught Wigan. Caught Wigan all over the shop.
He just knows what to do, Rob Bottom, at the right time. When he spots that you've got the opposition under pressure, they're clutching at straws, they're trying to dominate you. Does he go away from the ruck? He goes away from the ruck, then steps back into the markers that weren't square. There was 3 there, yeah. There was 3 players there.
Just a quick play the ball, and that's what he is famous for, Rob Burrow.
But Leeds know to win this game they need to score, to take the pressure off themselves and let their own supporters relax and sink for the last few minutes. They need a score, otherwise Wigan will play, as we've learned in previous years, to the very last second.
Watkins cut down by a very good tackle by Williams. Here is Burrow again. Gets it in then to Maguire. Jones Buchanan pokes his nose through. It's only 3 gone, and the 10 metres away with Burrow. Oh! It was off the chest and the arms of Sutcliffe. It went dead, so this is a 7-tackle set.
Again, I'm going to pick up on the speed of thought from Rob Burrow. He spotted that Tony Clubb was really struggling. He was struggling to get back in that set, and also Frank Paul Nuasala. He just gets at the 2 big fellas straight away as soon as he thinks that they're on the back foot.
Well, Lee Marshall again has scored the try that has got us back to within 2 points in this match. Leeds leading, but only just. Some of these passes are borderline. Williams gets the ball away, and Ablett says thanks very much again. That's the 2nd time George Williams has found Carl Ablett. Here goes Callum Watkins. Skips through one, can't get away from tap-tie.
Oh, it's end-to-end, isn't it? Wigan trying to promote the ball and give it George Williams. He's the man who can cause some problems.
Carl Ablett is loitering with intent.
He is. Everywhere that George Williams goes, he's following him.
Into the last 5 minutes we go as Burrow. Burrow gets through the first. He's quick. And so too is Davis, but they've got them for the high shot, Wigan. His head went back, did Rob Burrow. He got a bit of a slap. And now will they go for 2 here?
I think they will. quality.
Joel Tompkins, it was a despairing effort to bring the little man down.
Like you're just clutching, aren't you, when Rob Borrow gets out? He's one of the quickest men in Super League.
I don't think there's any benefit having a 4-point advantage over a 2. Wigan want to score a try. The best thing they could do, I think, is stay at that end of the field for as long as they can.
That's what they're doing.
Be careful, mate. Good luck.
That's what they're doing, because there's only 4 minutes left for play. Kinehorst. This is Cuthbertson.
Keep calm down here now. They don't score this set, they look for a repeat set.
Another points fest for Castleford, 52-16. Jones Buchanan. Jones Buchanan goes down. Burrow waits 12 metres away. Here is Moon. Drops the pass off to Ablett. Carl scores for Leeds, does he? Referee has a very close look and will award the try. Carl Ablett has probably won the match for the Rhinos. And this awful run of Wigan on this ground in matches in the Super League against the Leeds Rhinos goes on. Well, Ablett has been involved in some talking points, particularly with Frank Paul Nuasala and taking passes off George Williams. But he has stamped his own authority on this game, and Brian McDermott heads to the dressing room, knowing, I think, that Leeds have won the contest.
Well, that's the winner, isn't it? Rob Borrow. They choose to run this ball instead of going for the 2 points, and why wouldn't they? Carl Ablett has definitely been a thorn in Wigan's side, as you say, with the duel with Frank Paul Nuasala. He's not back down, and with players like this close to the line, again, Joe Moon, when he goes at the line, he's skirting across that defensive line, trying to pull some players out of the defensive line, and that man turns up to score what surely will get the 2 points now for Leeds Rhinos.
Well, he stood his ground against Frank Paul Nuasala, and he has just scored a priceless 4-pointer. Has Carl Ablett on his 250th Super League appearance. And Sean Wayne knows he's on his way home tonight, and his team have not now won in 3. A draw, a defeat against Hull, both of those at home, and their first away defeat since last August. And Leeds, with Ash Golding, will surely make it 8 points to lead, and just over 2 minutes remaining. I don't think there's any way back for the Wigan Warriors if this goes over. Cool as Escarret is Golding, and Leeds 26-18. That's the match winner.
Well, the biggest compliment that I can play Carl Ablett is that he has been a nuisance all evening. He's been involved in everything. He's picked up the scraps when offloads have been loose. He's been on hand. He's even tried to tussle with one of the toughest men in the game today, Frank Paul Nuasala.
But he's going to go home with a big smile on his face, I think. And it's a knock-on by Wigan here from a short, contested kick-off.
A desperate kick from Wigan. They know they needed the ball back. And a big collision. Several players grasping at the ball.
Well, Leeds have won some good games in the last 3 matches before this, but they've been here now, the current champions. And I think it's completely changed the mindset, the positive belief here now amongst the Leeds supporters and the whole club. They're back.
And they are back. It was supposed to be a big month of March after they were beaten at Castleford, and it has been a magnificent month of March. 4 straight victories since they were taken to the cleaners at the Menderhose Jungle.
Well, it was an email edit that potentially sparked them into life. I wonder whether Brian McDermott has gone for his computer and he's typing an email saying, well done, lads.
Well, it is well done. They have come back off the ropes. And it's been a hard-fought victory as well. And this fellow, when he has come off the bench late in this game, with his speed and his guile, Rob Burrow has played a full part. Ferris. They're just going to play out time now. The Rhinos, 30 seconds remaining. They're underneath the sticks. I just wonder whether they will fancy... No, they won't, because they've gone with Jones Buchanan. They just decided to camp inside the 10-metre zone give Wigan the ball back, but they know that there is no time for Wigan to come back in this. Shaun Wane face like thunder.
Shaun Wane, when he was approaching this game, he realised that it was a tough task because Leeds are on a roll, but he wanted his side to play well, and I believe they've done that tonight.
There's a full-time siren. Brian McDermott, 4 wins from 4 since Chief Executive Gary Hetherington went public and said, we will assess things at the end of this month, whether changes have to be made in player personnel, coaching personnel, or in the back room. And I think the players of Leeds have given their answer emphatically over the past 4 weeks. For Wigan, well, 3 games now without a win. There is Gary Hetherington, the man who sparked Leeds to life, some will say. But I think the coach and the players have had a lot to say about all of that. There's Terry O'Connor out on the field talking to Callum Watkins, and you will be able to follow all of what Terry is up to on the pitch on our Facebook Live right now. There is a lot to talk about, Barry, after this. What a gripping game. These are the games when I'm playing in them, I enjoy them, and as a fan and as a spectator now, I love to sit down and watch them. Thunderous tackles, short of skill and speed and precision. It was a wonderful contest, and even though the 26-18 scoreline suggests that the 2 teams were a distance apart, I don't believe that Leeds ever thought they were in a position to win, ever believed they were going to get that victory until the final whistle went. 15 wins from 18 since July now for Leeds, and Wigan drop out of the top 4 for the visit of the Castleford Tigers on Thursday. That's a mouth-watering match. This has been a cracker, and Carl Ablett, he's been a menace, says Barry McDermott. Bill, he's got the Betfred man of the match.
Carl, congratulations, man of the match performance. Take a hold of that, and a crucial try, because that was the try that sealed it, but it was really in the balance, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think the whole game was in the balance. You know, they're a real tough side. They stay in the game really well, and yeah, just nice to tough that one out.
I'm paranoid about that after last time.
Yeah, so you know, it's a good one to win. You know, we toughed it out in the end and showed a bit of resilience, and yeah, managed to sneak it in the end.
And it was, I mean, at times the error count was probably high when you look back on it, but it was that sort of game. It was so intense.
Yeah, physical game, you know, forcing errors. Defences were good in both sides, so no, not much in it, but as I said, we're happy that we've come out on top of a close one.
And you've wrapped up March with a fantastic win to make it 4 in a row. Not a lot of people saw that coming when you go back to that horrendous defeat by Castleford.
Yeah, they'll just keep on going though. We've got another game next Friday, so you know, as players just get into that routine of preparing for the next one, so we'll be in reviewing this one and then get ready for next week.
Well, you get the trophy. You also get a cheque for 250 quid for your charity of your choice, Carl. What's that going to go?
Yeah, I do go for the Leeds Rugby Foundation. They do some good work in the community, so hopefully a bit of money well spent there.
Well done tonight.
Cheers, thank you.
Well, George Williams played his heart out for the Wigan Warriors. Almost single-handedly turned the game around. Hard to take that because you pushed them all the way, George.
Yeah, very tough. Real disappointing, but fair play to Leeds. They had a good dig tonight. It could on either way.
2 tries for you. From that point of view, very satisfying. Were there maybe too many errors from this Wigan side?
Yeah, it killed us. Errors and penalties killed us tonight, and I think it's a young team now. We'll be better. We'll be better next week, and we're into a good side in Castleford, so we've got a tough time.
There's no let-up, is there?
No, that's it. It's a great competition. We can test ourselves next week.
George, well done tonight. Thanks for talking to us.
Cheers, thank you.
And Shaun Wane, the Warriors coach, has kindly come and joined us. You predicted that. I mean, it was that sort of game, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought Leeds were the best team. We was poor a few things in our D. The detail, what we have, what we're proud we weren't good at that, and we give them too many chances in the first half. Second half, I thought we did up a bit better with our detail, but just not good enough on the day.
1 or 2 close calls. I mean, a double movement. Did you see a double movement in that?
We lost. They're the best team.
It's very gracious of you. Yeah. Oliver Gildart, you weren't happy about that situation?
I'll let the RFL sort that out.
Okay, fair enough. But the dust is, it's not going to settle. You haven't got long for the dust to settle. You get Castleford to look forward to.
No, I wish it was tomorrow. I want, the lads will be hurting. We had a chance to win that game. We've dusted ourselves down. Castle are a good team, and we'll show them the respect they deserve. They're playing well at the minute, but there's a few things we need to improve on today. The way we ended our sets, Bill, wasn't good enough, but we'll be better Thursday.
Thanks, Sean.
Cheers, Bill. Thank you very much.
And Brian McDermott, victorious Leeds coach. What about that then, to wrap up the month of March by beating the champions? Not a lot of people would have predicted that if you go back to the end of February.
We did, and what happened at the end of February, I can tell you now, was just a blip. That's not to say we won't lose again. It's not to say we won't be put again this year. I'm immensely proud to be in charge of a group of men who were just tough. And we haven't been able to show that level of toughness now for all of last year, for obvious circumstances, and so far this year we've been good. We've been tough in bits, but that was as much down to how much we wanted to fight for the win as much as anything that you saw on a skill level. People like Callum Watkins, it's just a joy to watch him when he's in that type of form. Carl Ablett, who's got an all-round game of toughness and skill, and he's a nuisance, isn't he? And the opposition will say it's a nuisance, but people like Jamie Jones-Buchanan and Adam Cuthbertson and those type of people just put the body where it hurts most weeks, so the real smart fellas and the fast fellas can do the job, and that was a great combination from everybody tonight.
What has the turnaround been down to, do you think?
Nothing.
It was there all the time?
Yeah, of course it was, but I can't say that to you. Probably you won't believe me now, but the team that we played 4 weeks ago and put it on us and scored 60-odd points against us are a very, very good team, and they were hot on the night. We had a few people off, a few people missing, a few people ill, and that happens. And we have to just wear it, we have to take it. Some things were said, whether they'll be from outside the camp or inside the camp, that's just hard to take. I can't argue against it. We conceded 66 points, you have to take your medicine. But there's got to be a reaction. And you've got to go do something about it and get out of bed in the morning early and go into work and think, well, this is going to be hard this week. But front it up, let's turn it around, and that's what I'm extremely proud of, is a group of men who just say, yeah, coach, let's go.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
Well, Brian McDermott, defiant words. He has witnessed a 6th consecutive home win against Wigan for the Leeds Rhinos. 6th win of 2017. 4 from 4 in the last 4 games. John Wells, half-time, just 2 points between them. Leeds Rhinos broke away in that second half. Game breaker, in your opinion?
Yeah, a couple of things, Brian. Echo what Brian McDermott said. He's a very honest speaker. You can always rely on him for that. Toughness was the main thing, and resilience from the Leeds Rhinos. My job is to pick something out, so here I am. A double effort in defence from Ash Golding. He'll be joining me at the touchscreen the other side of the break, Brian. I'll be asking his opinion on this because there were some really significant involvements here. First one was pretty straightforward on Willie Ice. So this second one here, it's the right arm that comes across. The right arm, as Gregson's reaching out there, stops the forward momentum, ultimately ends up with Gregson making the double movement. That sets them up once in some better field position. Misread in defence, leaves Carl Ablett dominant in attack. Quick play the ball here. What's the difference between quick play the ball? You have 2 markers around the ruck that are ineffective. You allow Parcell, one of the best dummy half runners, to get out and to engage what is already a skinny long side here. And then, well, if there's one man you don't want to find in any modicum of open space, it's this man. I thought Marshall for a second had done the right thing in giving up the space until that space diminished and disappeared behind him. So the first clip, Golding's defence, that maintained the 4-point advantage after half-time. On 53 minutes, the Watkins score took them out to that 8-point advantage. It was shortened and then extended again. But game breaker between the 51st and 53rd minute. 2 pieces of brilliance, or flashes of brilliance, in amongst a whole array of skills on show tonight.
Yes, thanks very much, John. And the game capped off with a Carl Ablett try. On top of his defensive efforts, Brian McDermott referenced Carl Ablett, Jamie Jones-Buchanan, Adam Cuthbertson, 29, 46 and 36 tackles. What a performance from the Leeds Rhinos. We're going to review this victory for them in the company of their outstanding fullback Ash Golding after a short break, and look at Castleford's tries from tonight.